Hey everyone, I am going to be doing another 4 This Is Me stories, and for this one I am going to do favorite apps, and then this one was going to be personality, but I really liked how Heba took a screenshot of her Instagram and YouTube, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there along with the favorite apps. And then the next one I'm going to do is freckles. I cut out this picture of me as I got a side profile, and I kind of bumped up the saturation so you could see my freckles a little bit more. And then I am just gonna talk about that feature. And then I also have the color green. I found a green photo in my stash, and I'm just gonna use that instead of like setting up a photo shoot. So I'm gonna do green, feature, social media, and my favorite apps. And I'm so excited that you're here. Thanks for joining me and taking the time to watch this video. All right, I'm gonna get out my supplies and then come back and switch to voiceover. All right, thank you. Okay, so for these little square apps that I found, I just kind of Googled the app image, and then I put them through another app called Waterlog that gave them a watercolor effect. Also printed out a phone from an Ali Edwards tech kit from a long time ago, and that will be the basis or the foundation of my technology page. I'm going to go ahead and stamp out top apps, and then I will fussy cut those out as well. And then I'm going to wind up adding some messy squares to my phone to kind of imitate the apps. So I just decided to go with, right off the top of my head, the favorite apps that I can think of, and only add in about like my top 8, which is what I went with, and that will work just fine. And they are really just the main apps that I use all the time. I also stamped social media with my scrapbook.com kit, and then I am picking out a few prompts from the various prompt sets from Everyday Explorers. I'm going to get out a few more later on, but I want to use those somehow. And I have some really old color cast designs pieces that were a wood veneer Instagram and then a wood veneer YouTube, and so they are finally getting a home, so that's really exciting. And I'm going to add some journaling lines, that way I can talk about my Instagram and my YouTube. Okay, so this is where I am stamping the messy squares. I don't know if they turned out exactly how I wanted, but I wanted to kind of imitate the phone, like I said, and how the apps are square, and I went with rainbow colors as well because that was the theme of my page overall. I even put the apps in rainbow order, and so it's just something different to try, and I kind of like it. It's all right. So for the bottom, I am going to get out some more prompts and try to figure out where I want to add some prompts, because I know I wanted to add something down at the bottom. I didn't need a lot of journaling, so I wanted to fill up that space with something. Right now I am just fixing my letters because the S was hanging over too far, so I need to fix that, and I just did. And now I'm stamping some of the prompts that I picked out. One of them is going to go over for my Instagram, and it's going to say projects to share. And then the other one is a YouTube one that says craft with me. And then I will go back to the left side and pick out some different prompts. I wound up going with a prompt and then an icon. So I did wind down and chill, and then a book. And then I did today's meeting, and then I did a notepad, and then I did a phone with quick check-in. So I kind of really dug through my stash to find all these different prompts that fit with phones and different icons. And I really love the little border down there because I'm sure a lot of people can relate, but when I was a teen, a phone was just a phone. You used it to call, and you had like a few things to do on there, maybe. Sending a text message was really hard. You had to push each letter individually. So a phone has changed a lot in 20 years, and it's just basically a phone can do everything. And that's what I'm going to write in my journaling later on. So yeah, it's very interesting how much a phone has changed in such a short time, right? Okay, so for the 11, I got out an LE Studio stamp set, and I just put 11, and I put it up at the top right. I put it in purple ink. Not sure if it coordinates, but I was going with kind of the selfie photo I had for Instagram, and then 2 arrows, and then I'm done. Okay, this one I'm really excited about because my favorite color is green, and so I'm basically going to do monochromatic green for both of these pages. For my freckle photo, I decided to do a sprinkling of dots everywhere, like my freckles, right? And so I'm going to do that in a couple different shades of green, and then I'm also going to do some black, and then I'm going to do a little bit of scattering at the bottom left. That way I can add that triangle that I want. Going to use the same Kellie Stamps numbers that I've been using to do 12 and 13, and then I'm going to use a few Everyday Explorers stamps to stamp out some sentiments about me, like all about me, self-portrait, this is me, and my story matters. And then I'm going to add in some of my Kellie Stamps green flowers as well. When I was trying to figure out where to put the green flowers, I was telling myself don't put them behind my head, but they wound up behind my head in the photo. But I don't know. I could just say it's a floral crown that I'm wearing. So I have those green flowers. I just fussy cut out the 12, and now I'm going to fussy cut out the different stamp prompts, and then I can start laying everything down. I'm going to put the All About Me right below that green flower, and then I'm going to do a stack of stamp prompts, green, black, green, on the left side. I am also going to stamp freckles right below my photo. It made more sense, and freckles did not fit over in the area that I had it. And so over in that area above the This Is Me, I'm going to put feature. I'm going to stamp that in just a minute, and I can tell you guys a funny story about that stamp set. So I'm going to put down my photo, put down the All About Me, and then I'm going to adhere down my flowers that are from Kellie Stamps, and I just crumpled them up for that dimension that I wanted. And I'm also going to add another half of a flower down at the bottom left, and I'm putting down my numbers as well. Okay, so with this stamp set, I was trying to stamp out feature, and I went to use this stamp set from scrapbook.com. I mentioned that. I lost the E. I could not find the E anywhere, and I don't know where it went. I lost several letters, and I don't know where they went. And this is a brand new stamp set. So I'm going to have to make my own E, and it's not going to turn out so great, but that's okay. Just have to make do. I added in a few more little black dots, and now I'm going to move on to green. Like I said in the intro, I found a photo of me with my plants on the porch, and I had it in my stash, so I'm just going to use that. And I'm using the Everyday Greenery from Everyday Explorers, and I am going to town. I am going to make a very fun floral greenery frame for my 4x6 photo, and I am just stamping in all the different colors of green inks that I can find, and I'm also adding in a few words, favorite and documented. And then I am just, like I said, going crazy and using all the plant stamp sets that I can put on there. And then I'm going to fussy cut out the 13 and put it up at the top right corner. And then I'm going to get out the plant set from Everyday Explorers, and I'm going to stamp a few prompts. This is where I was trying to make an E on my own. It was not pretty. I used the F, and then I tried to use a bottom portion of the F. It doesn't quite look like an E, but it's just gonna have to work. Okay, I put down my green photo, putting down the 13, and then I'm gonna stamp some of the prompts from that plant set. I'm gonna stamp Grow Your Own Way, and then also Give It Time to Flourish and Currently Loving. And then I'm also using the scrapbook.com set to stamp color, because my favorite color is green. And I will also use the same alphabet stamp to stamp out green in black ink, and I will probably add some journaling lines later on to just journal about how much I love green. I just love it. Maybe it has something to do with nature, but green just makes me so happy. And that will wrap up these 4 prompts that I have. And you guys, I love this project, and I hope you guys are enjoying seeing these pages come to life. And I appreciate you guys watching these videos. I know they can be a little bit longer. So I'm finishing up this spread with the different phrases, figuring out where I want them to be. So I put the lighter green ones down at the bottom and then the darker green ones up at the top with a 13, and I'm finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.